What if I told you that the secret to becoming a millionaire isn't really about what you buy, but what you don't? It's kind of crazy, right? We're just constantly surrounded by these images of super lavish lifestyles. But what if the real path to wealth isn't about getting more stuff, but about avoiding certain things? Today, we're going to dig into how the truly wealthy build their fortunes by looking at the things they just refuse to waste money on.
Okay, so first things first, we have to tackle the biggest myth out there, what a millionaire's life actually looks like. It's time to kind of separate the social media fantasy from the cold, hard financial reality. I mean, just look at the difference here. On the left, you've got the myth, right? The giant mansion, the fancy cars, all of it. But on the right, that's the actual home of Warren Buffett, one of the wealthiest people on the entire planet. He bought it for about 31 grand back in 1958, and he still lives there. And this isn't some weird exception. It's a fundamental mindset that a lot of these quiet, unassuming millionaires share. They care way more about their actual wealth than just looking wealthy. And that mindset, it leads to this really crucial choice. Think about it. Every single dollar you earn comes to a fork in the road. It can go down one path, buying status, or it can go down the other path, building assets. And that one choice, made over and over and over again, is pretty much what decides your entire financial future.
So let's talk about that first path, status purchasing. This is all about spending money just to look rich. You know what I'm talking about. Designer clothes that are out of style in 6 months, or the brand new phone that's basically obsolete the second you buy it. It's a game of appearances, and the stuff you buy almost always goes down in value.
Now, for the other path, asset accumulation. This is the total opposite. It's about using your money to actually be rich. It means buying things that are going to grow in value, or even better, put more money back into your pocket over time. Things like investments, or maybe starting a side business. This is where real, sustainable wealth is actually built. And that first path, the one all about status, well, it leads to this really modern financial trap. Some people call it the new poor. And these are people you'd probably think are rich, doctors, lawyers, people with huge salaries, but they have almost no actual wealth. Why? Because every single dime they make goes right back out the door to maintain an image, trapping them in this endless cycle of earning a lot and spending even more.
So how exactly does this status mindset just stop people from building wealth? Well, let's look at a few guaranteed ways to absolutely lose the money game.
Now, there are a couple of really obvious losing bets, right? The lottery is a big one. I mean, chasing odds of 1 in 300 million isn't a financial plan, it's a prayer. But there's a much more common and way more destructive bet that millions of people make every single day, often to pay for those status purchases we were just talking about. So what is it? What's the single most effective way to absolutely guarantee that you will lose your money and pretty much destroy any chance you have of building wealth?
There it is, -20%. That is the hole you're digging for yourself every single year with high interest debt. It's just this number that is constantly, silently working against you.
And that is the real cost. Just think about it for a second. Carrying high interest debt is literally like making an investment with a guaranteed -20% return. You would never, ever intentionally buy a stock you knew was going to lose 20% of its value. But millions of us do it every single day with our credit cards. It is the ultimate anti-asset.
Okay, so we've looked at the traps. Enough of the bad news. Now for the good part, the solution. Let's talk about the discipline of accumulation, because this is the real and honestly kind of boring secret to building wealth.
We love to dream about that one big, dramatic win, the lucky lottery ticket, the one stock pick that goes to the moon. But that's just not how it works for most people. Real progress, the kind that actually builds lasting financial freedom, it comes from the small, consistent, even boring actions that you just repeat day after day, year after year. So you really have to shift your entire mindset. It's not a sprint to get rich quick. It just isn't. True wealth is a marathon. It's built through this deep commitment to playing the long game, focusing on accumulating assets, not on accumulating stuff to impress people.
Okay, so what can you do with this information right now? Because honestly, insight without action is, well, it's pretty useless. Let's talk about how your long game can start today.
Look, real lasting change starts with 2 super simple steps. First, reflect. Just pick one single idea from everything we've talked about that really stood out to you. Maybe it's that idea of the new poor, or maybe it's thinking of debt as a negative return. Just pick one thing. Second, apply. Find one small, totally manageable way to put that idea into action. Not tomorrow, today. That's it. That's how this stops being just an idea and starts becoming your reality.
So I'll just leave you with this question to get you started. And it doesn't even have to be about money. It could be learning a new skill, paying down an extra $5 of debt, or investing a tiny amount. What is one small asset that you can build starting today?